We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set. 180. 58. Come on. Let's go. Do you tighten up? Let's go. Do you tighten up? 58.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the 31, Stafford. Jones has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. Anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest. Touchdown, Detroit! A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Tavon Wilson up to make the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Murray sets to throw. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off. But he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 24, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
First down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Murray now on first down, sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Watch out.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got Fitzgerald. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. The young buck finding the veteran there. There is 14 years separating Kyler Murray and Larry Fitzgerald. Murray turning 22 back on August 7th. And on August 31st, Larry Fitzgerald turned 36. But these two guys like each other, and it shows on the field. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He finds his man Johnson. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Watch 13. 13's crossing. Check 13.
Murray to air it out again. And he finds Fitzgerald. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
3 down, 3 down. Watch the edge. No.
Now Murray again. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play action here on first down. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he gets it down to the 32. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Ready? 250. Right here. Watch tight. Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right. Everyone got 4 down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Brooks Reed was able to find his way to the QB.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Okay, every now and then, my defensive bias will leak out here. Abysmal play for them. You've got them backed up, and you let them out.
Take advantage. And you know who's happy? The punter. Because if he was needed, they gave him a lot of space to work with now.
Yeah, because he would have had a lot to think about, right? Don't step over the back line and give him a safety. Now he's got room if he needed it.
At the 28-yard line.
Push him back. Push him back. Shift.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, they're going to set up the screen here. This is Grant. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Corey Grant, 72 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about.
180. Mike, 58, right there. Blue day. Easy alert. 36.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Hey. You got 3. Three down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. From midfield now on 2nd down. Murray, this one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Murray now on first down. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M, then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Dawson Knox with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 21-14. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his second season. The future, bright. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Ready? Get a lady! Get a lady! 43 is the mark. Let's get it together, team. 570! 43 is the mark, boy. 43.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. How they can get much more balance than this? Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Single. Hey, watch 28. Hey, tight end's right.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. I got one.
Murray now. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Murray now, over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. A final shot before half from Murray, escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Forced out to his left. And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 30 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
That's a gain of 3.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Check 99. Check 99. Keep on. Match box. Right.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 24-yard line.
That's another Cardinals.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Murray. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time, because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. To throw on 2nd and 10. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit. They'll run on first down. Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon. So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
On 2nd and 11 now. Stafford. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. If you're thinking of a comeback here, you go to 2016. That's when Stafford had an NFL record 8 fourth-quarter comebacks. But last year, despite playing all 16 games, he had 0. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Nick Bawden there to make the grab as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Grant. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Cardinals on third down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing is Murray on third down. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Will Harris, the rookie from Boston College, who picked it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Stafford now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now a carry for Sanders. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
From the gun on third down, Stafford. It's caught. Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
First down, Lions.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another run with Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
22. Hey, 2. 51 to mine. 51 to mine. Coming to you. Coming to you. Zebra.
Now it's Stafford. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Stafford. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And it's caught. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Prater for the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
Cardinals, first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Murray to throw.